Owning a dental practice can be wildly stressful. I know because I am a dental practice owner. Owning a practice I describe as 50% awesome, 50% annoying, 100% exhausting. And on Talking Nachos, we help you increase success, decrease stress, and most of all, reduce the number of times you feel like crying inside. So I have an amazing guest and sponsor on with me today, a fellow dentist. Would you introduce yourself and share with our audience what you do to help dentists?
Sure. I'm Dr. John Montoya, and I am the owner of Dental Purchasing Partners. It's a buying group that helps dentists get negotiated deals through multiple vendors to reduce their overhead and reduce their stress.
All right, and I've noticed, John, but when did you graduate from dental school?
2001.
I'm 2002, and I want to share with our audience. You can text purchase to 215-543-6454 to get a discount on joining Dental Purchasing Partners. But I've noticed, you ever heard dentists say it's unfair DSOs get such great pricing? Have you heard that?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
But then when you can give them DSO pricing, do they refuse or do they say, thanks, John?
It's a little bit of a push to get them over that edge, but once they get over, they're super thankful.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you can get large group pricing. As someone who lives in this world daily on all different ends, through what I do at Dentist Job Connect, Dental Knots, my own practice, that I think DSOs should be reframed as large groups, right? Because there's DSOs that have 10 locations and there's private groups that have 20 locations. But large group discounts is an advantage. And through the power of Dental Nachos and what you do, share with our audience how they can benefit or how you personally benefited by lowering your overhead by using large group discounts.
Yeah, so I mean, the private practice doesn't have the advantage of economy of scale like these DSOs do. The DSOs come into a vendor and they say, "Well, we know you sell this widget for X, right? But we've got 10, 20, 50, 1,000 offices in some cases. We want to buy it for Y." And the vendor says, "Great, we're going to give you that deal because we know you're going to order a lot." The private practice doesn't have that ability to do that. And so with economy of scale through a buying group, we can collectively get doctors together and go to the vendor, not releasing any of their power as far as being owners, but just getting them negotiated deals the same level as DSOs. So essentially that, brings more money down to their bottom line.
And I love that. And what dentists don't like, they don't like to miss out on deals. So by not joining your group for what feels like only $97 a month, what is some of the revenue they could be missing out on? I know you might not be able to share all of the deals exactly, but just some categories to inspire our audience to say, hey, I want to lean forward. I want to text purchase to 215-543-6454 and connect with you.
Right. So, our goal is one, to get your membership fee covered, right? $97 is just the buy-in to get you committed. But, we have ways to make that absolutely free, right? So we've partnered with an organization that gives free entertainment. It's normally 100
Cool.
bucks per month. So if you have TVs in the operatories, we'll give you that, and your membership is covered, right? Supplies, low-hanging fruit. We have a lot of supply vendors that can save you money, and if they can't find you $97 in savings, they're doing something wrong.
Yeah.
Credit card processing, accounting, softwares, different softwares that we've partnered with, labs, gosh, uh, free continuing education. I mean, you name it, we have over 60 vendors and we're adding more all the time. Those are all included in that monthly cost. And it's month to month. It's a month to month commitment. If you're not seeing the value, feel free to not join,
And I love what you're sharing is that we talk about the lifetime value of a dental patient. Someone moves into my town, they take their two kids and their wife to see us for four hygiene visits, even if that's all they do, right? Let's just put a value of that of $2,000 a year. But they come to me for 12 years. It's a $24,000 lifetime value. And when you save 8% on $1 million practice, that's year after year after year. Tell us how you've used your own invention to save for your own practice.
Yeah, I mean, it's been huge for my practice, especially, after COVID, where expenses have just gone through the roof, along with staffing costs have gone through the roof. I've actually dropped my overhead by 20 percentage points just by using the vendors on my group. I've owned multiple dental practices in the past, and every time I add a practice to my repertoire, I get better deals, right? I'm back down to one practice currently, but I'm still getting those deals as if I had multiple locations. So, my take home pay, my profit of my business has gone up by 20% just by using the buyers group.
I love that.
Selfishly, I use it for my own gain.
Yeah, yeah. Well, that's what good inventors do. So, I mean, I think it's truly awesome to give power to private practitioners that they wouldn't have otherwise. It would be impossible to negotiate these types of deals on so many levels, right? I just have, you know, have you ever done a filling for a patient and it only took 15 minutes and they go, I can't believe it was so fast for that amount of money, right? And you want to bristle and say, it took me years to do this. Like, maybe just like negotiating these deals with these suppliers, it's not easy, right? It takes you time and work and effort. You can't just go do this on your own. Putting aside the group power of purchasing, it's also a lot of effort and energy to do this. Am I on the right track?
Oh yeah, absolutely. I mean, just for an example, it took me a year to get a deal worked together with Align Technologies, right? So both on the lab side to help reduce the lab costs there, and both on the iTero side to kind of reduce the costs of iTeros. And I mean, just through our group, if you purchased an iTero, that would pay for 27 years of membership to
That's
our
great.
organization. So, but yeah, I mean, it took a year, and some obviously take shorter than others, but it's ongoing, and the talks and the relationships that we build with these vendors, it is ongoing.
Awesome. Well, so appreciate your support through our community. A fellow dentist, this is an amazing idea. Our community can text purchase to 215-543-6454. You get an extra special Nacho-tastic deal by joining through Dental Nachos. You also can reach out to us at dentalnachos.com. So appreciate your support, John, and you sharing with us today.
Thanks so much.